been waiting for you, Doctor. Now, I will show the glorious achievement of what the world's leading scientist, Professor Gerald, has created. The Ark was the first space colony created by mankind. Not many people know that the Ark contained a top-secret research facility where weapons of mass destruction were being created. This is one of them, a weapon capable of destroying an entire planet, codenamed the Eclipse Cannon.
Destroying an entire planet? Was this my grandfather's legacy?
But it's been deactivated for some time now. To reactivate it, large amounts of energy are necessary.
Oh, so that's why we needed the Chaos Emerald.
Exactly. To reactivate the machine, we need the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Once you have that, then you have the ultimate power of destruction to use as you please. And then, the world could be yours.
Sounds like a plan. I like the way you think, Shadow. I will get the Chaos Emeralds, use the machine to dominate the world and build a legacy
Do you
of
really
my
think
own.
it will be that easy? I've got a great idea. How about making a deal?
Deal?
When you grabbed that huge emerald, you said something about a reaction. A reaction that it may have with the Master Emerald. Now, if you could just let me borrow that radar, I may be able to help you. What do you
If
think?
I do, what's in it for me?
I have an idea where the other Chaos Emeralds may be. It may not look like it, but do you know that I am a treasure hunter that specializes in all kinds of jewels?
Very well.
Okay then, it's a deal. I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Rouge the Bat, but you can call me Rouge.
Having to come back isn't my idea of a vacation. How can you be sure your intelligence reports are correct? Why would the Chaos Emeralds be here on the island? Are you absolutely sure?
Well, believe what you want to believe.
Very well, very well. Let's discuss how we are going to do this. I will go in first and distract the military troops, allowing you to sneak in the base without being detected. Then, Shadow will enter the Ark, where he will set the timer on these dynamite packs. Once that is in place, we will blow up the whole island and get away before anyone has a chance to know what hit them. Meanwhile, you'll have to sneak into the cargo area and grab the Chaos Emerald. That's a challenge for such a worthy treasure hunter as yourself, isn't it, Duck Girl? We only have 30 minutes to pull this mission off, and we only get one try, so don't fail me.
Stage 7 of the rush into the military base. And this is by far one of the best levels in the game. It's just you as Robotnik blowing up machines. It is great. Also, fun fact that song that was playing over the mission briefing that Robotnik was given to Rouge and Shadow, yeah, that song also plays in the Hero Side story, and I believe it is called Militant Missionary. Why they call it that, I have no idea, but that is the case. Now, I think in here is yes. Eggman's cannon upgrade. That's gonna be a fun one. All it does is essentially like it's Robotnik's version of every other. It's Robotnik's version of every other 3 other characters destroy the metal crate upgrade. That's pretty much it. And now that I actually have a fair moment here, I'd like to bring up one little issue I have with this game. And you might be thinking, one? Like, honestly, you've brought up like 16 already. Yes, and they're all nitpicks. Well, mostly. There are some legitimate concerns that came up. I can't remember which ones they were. You can discern inside the comments below. I don't like how the upgrades essentially boil down to 3 different upgrades. With the exception of like, which ones were they? But with the exception of the Punked Bracelet and the Air Necklace, pretty much all of the upgrades in the game are just upgrades that could be obtained earlier in the first adventure game, like a hover for the mech, or a more powerful gun. Or, in the case of this game, an upgrade that everybody essentially shares, that just lets them break through a specific type of crate. And in my later years, like when I first growing up with this game, I didn't really mind it because it was just Sonic Adventure 2. It's a sequel to one of my favorite games at the time. I just wanted to play it. But in recent years, it has come to my attention that there are some aspects of this game that just reek of rush development, or compromise, I should say. Like having routes be playable for the sake of, you know, I think maybe adding playtime, if I can guess, and having Tails be playable as fan service. You know, I feel like this game, and I don't even remember exactly what the thing was. I think this game was about like less than a year, even though it came out like, I think it came out like 2 years after Adventure 1 happened. But they developed and shoved it out the door in like a year. Which, granted, what we got is pretty amazing for a year, considering what 06 turned out to be, and that only had a year development too. Yeah, the price of ambition, people. But, it's just a small little nitpick, and honestly, it doesn't really detract from the overall quality of the game. It's just like one of those things. It's like, oh, here's an upgrade that doesn't really do much, you know, or here's the upgrade that's pretty much shared between all the characters. Like in Adventure 1, Tails got 2 unique upgrades, Sonic got unique upgrades, Knuckles got unique upgrades. With the exception being that every character essentially got an attack upgrade. You know, the attack did different things, yeah, but you can make the argument that Knuckles' maximum heat attack and Sonic's ancient life are just the same attack with a different name. And you'd be right, you'd be fair. I can concede that point. And Tails' infinite spin is Amy's spin hammer. The only difference is that Tails can move with hands. You know, and it's just like, it's just one of those things that, like, when you first notice it, it's hard not to notice it, you know?
I should have tried a little harder.
Look, Eggman, no one wants to D. I don't want the D, you don't want the D, nobody wants to D. Now the A, oh my. Who wants to be? Oh my.
Okay, everyone ready? Shadow, Rouge, on with the show!
Oh, Sonic! I thought I'd never see you again! I'm so glad you made it! You're not Sonic! Who are you?
I'm the one who should be asking the
Dr. Eggman! There's nowhere to hide!
You do, go!
Come on, settle our lives! I'll always be there for you! In the best of
suppose if you pay careful attention to the cutscene, you have attention to Tails' mini cutscene with Eggman and his story. Eggman says, "I'll let you go, but next time you'll be so lucky." Canonically speaking, Eggman wins this fight. That's a canonical answer. Stage 8, Security Hall. Really easy. 5 minutes.
I'm in position, Doctor. Tell me when.
There's been an unexpected delay on my end. There's no more time to waste. Set the timer for 15 minutes. Let's go, Rouge.
5 minutes should be plenty. Here I go.
Now, Rouge, why would you do that? He said 15 minutes. That means you had 15 minutes to get out. Now, it's one thing if you're like, okay, I'll set time for 5 minutes, but I need. It'd be one thing if this might be a result of the translation from Adventure 2. Then Adventure 1, I believe how they translated it was when it came to localizing it for American audiences, or for English-speaking audiences, I should say. They went through the script, they translated it, but they took liberties with the script so that way it would flow better with an English-speaking audience. That's why, for the most part, every single character has a different interpretation of plot events. You know, one's more laid back. Oh, there it is. I don't have it inside that. Oh snap! I don't have it inside that here. You know, like there's like different things. I hit that. Okay, let me get some rings before I kill myself.
Do you remember which floor the safes are on that you want to open?
Okay, so here's how this works. Sometimes the Chaos Emeralds can be inside these safes, and how you have to open up. And we'll get back on attention later. But sometimes you get on these safes. Sometimes the Chaos Emeralds can be inside of these safes. How do you get into these safes? Well, you have to dig into the light on the front that says G. You know, G for GUN. How do you get on that light? Well, you have to activate these switches. For block A, so this block B. So that means block B's, what's we looking for here? Vaults cannot be opened. There's block, I believe C. Look, Robotnik, you want me to get these emeralds or not? Now you get to this, we have to figure out how to turn that off. Now we got 2 minutes here. Ooh, 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to dive down here and take a look. But yeah, like I said, getting back to my issue with this, like, it'd be one thing if the issue was like, okay, we got 15 minutes, but I need 5 minutes to get in and out. That would make more sense, you know? Instead of, okay, you got 15 minutes, 5 minutes should be plenty! Like, what is your problem? I mean, there's being cocky and then there's just being an idiot. Hey, this is a bomb we're talking about here. I give you think you're all that bag of shit, but, you know, maybe when it comes to a bomb and a guy who wants to take a cannon that can go to the planet, you might want to, I don't know, take your time. Look, Robotnik, I'm doing what I can here, okay? Look, I just need to chill. Still there. Here, is it? Is that Big Thunder? Yeah, that's Big Thunder. No apparent. I got 1.5 minutes. I know it's over here. I don't know where. Oh, I have to turn it back on. Okay, I know where it is. I got it. But so that's my bad. I forgot that when you open up one set of doors, the other set closes. So we'll try to get this real quick. Usually, I can complete this level in like less than 3 minutes. Yes. Look, Eggman, look. It should have taken a less cocky that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Drop this down here. Now be careful with this because you're not directly on top of the camera right over here. You're not directly over that thing. You will not be able to get into it, and it can be very frustrating.
It's all too easy for me.
That's a B rank. Not bad. Not bad.
I can't believe I've come this far, just to fail.
This is Flying Dog, headquarters. Intruder found entering security. Preparing to attack.
Copy that.
Right, and now we're at Flying Dog. Now here's how this fight works. You might think this is a Bigfoot fight. Nope, completely different. How? This thing doesn't land. And you're playing as Rouge. Now how this works is that since Rouge, like Knuckles and Tails, do not have homing attacks, naturally, when they're not in mechs, you have to fight this thing using her drill attack. I believe you can land on her. Oh, and this thing has the laser cannon attack that Shadow's version of the boss had. This one just has it as the default. I should mention that the laser cannon replaces the machine gun on the other one. But how you do you do like I'm doing here, and you just jump on it, get on top of it, and drill. And that's the boss fight. Less than 2 minutes.
Not bad, huh? I'm pretty strong, all right.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
This is Rouge. I've got a small problem. I can't believe that I'm trapped inside this locked safe with a Chaos Emerald. I guess I won't be able to call myself a treasure hunter anymore.